All right, good morning, everybody. I don't know if you can hear it, but it is a wonderful Monday morning. Nice and quiet in the shop while Michael's on vacation, but it is nasty outside, so it don't look like we're going to be building any dry dams today. Hopefully, we are going to get started on this. I got to put the pintle hitch on to the pin mechanism. Remove that, put that on. Everything should be good there. Need to take some measurements on the other carts to build that basket. Brakes need hooked up. I need to get some power cables. List goes on this. I don't know if you can hear it or see it, but it's still raining. All right, came down here. This is old metal we've cut off of, I don't know if you remember, we cut it off the tile spool that was on the tile plow itself. I need 2 pieces, 54 inches long. But looking at it, I don't think we've got anything here 54 inches. But what we do have is this one here is roughly 32 inches. So if I take 4 of these right here and weld them together, I will get my 54 inches that I need. So probably what I'm going to do is I'm just going to grab, hopefully, the best looking 4 we got, which no promises, but this one here, this one ain't bad, so I'll grab it. That one ain't bad, I'll grab it. Uh-oh. Well, that one that I said didn't look so good is gonna have to look good now. So this one's got a bead ran down it where it's been busted open. I'd say what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna weld that crack back up, clean that weld off, and we will use that one. So that's 3. Now my next problem is them are too short. Them won't work. 54 inches, they were 30, so that's 60. So let me do the math. 30 inches, 30 plus 25, 55. You know what? I take that back. That will work. Yeah. But to be safe, I could take this because I think it's just tack welded on there. That other junk. How long is this one here? So this one's 32. I'm gonna play it safe. I'm just gonna take that long one, just clean it up, get them welds cut off of there, which won't be much, and use this one. Yeah. Then I know I got plenty. All right. So I got them 4 pieces I need. Now I'm gonna go out and take some measurements on this basket and see what I'm gonna need for it. All right, this is our original cart that we had when we first started getting into the tile business. So I'm just gonna check. The other one is 17.5. This one is 19. It was 36 on the other one. This one is 33. And the depth, I ain't for sure what the depth was. I'll have to check, but I think it was wider than this. Basically what I'm doing is I'm gonna make these baskets for this. I'm gonna basically copy what they've got, and we're gonna have it to where we can just clip it on. So it'll have 2 hooks, and we'll be able to put it on this cart, take it off, put it on another cart. Right now we're just gonna make one, see how it works. More or less we're just wanting a little more room for storage, for couplings or couplers, our tees, our tap tees, stuff like that, tile tape. So these baskets work great. It's just they're almost not big enough. So all we're doing is trying to gain a little bit more room. We've got the jack we'll have to watch for, and also when we're jackknifing the trailer around, make sure it don't stick out too far that the tire's going to hit it. But I'm pretty sure if I copy what they've got here and I come out, I should be fine. So anyways, I'm gonna head up to the shop, take the measurements on the one we got in the shop that we're gonna work on, and see what I can come up with. All right, now we're back up in the shop. First thing on the tile cart, I went down and took measurements of the basket. I think I'm gonna have to get some material to make these basket extensions for this. So that I'm gonna put on hold for right now until I can find the material I need. But first thing we gotta do is we gotta switch this this hitch out here. We need to get that hitch on. One thing we've noticed, this one's set up right. This is set up for the bigger drawbar for like the newer tractor that we've got. It's got the bigger drawbar versus the 955, 655. When we made these, we made it off the 955, I do believe. So what our problem is this is too tight right here. You can't get that, the new tractor, you can't get the drawbar in there. So I'm gonna cut that off and I'm gonna go ahead and move it on out, which I got room to move it out 1/4 inch, which should then give us enough room to, that should give us enough room to let that bigger drawbar in there. And then it'll still work on the little tractors too. So I'm gonna get set up, get that cut off, re-weld it back on, and then we will go over, see if we can get them bolts off. If not, you know what? We got hardware. I think I'll just cut them off. But we'll cut them off and we'll put the new one on. One, I gotta thank Gunner for letting me use his welding hood. I keep forgetting to bring mine. I took it out of the truck because I've been kind of playing, bouncing back and forth between two trucks, and I got it in the wrong truck right now. But I'm gonna go down and take a measurement. Right now I got it set, it's at 1 3/4 inches. That one, I went and checked the measurement on it, it's 2 inches. I want to make real sure that 1 3/4 inches is going to be fine before I weld that all out. If not, I can cut them tacks on that and move that out. So I can move it out 1/4 inch, which it will not be flush out here, but won't matter. I think it'll be fine yet. But I want to go take some measurements before I go and weld that thing out. All right, after going and taking the measurement, it's like 1.5 inches with the paint. I'd say 1 5/8 inches. I don't know, it was measuring out 1 5/8 inches. But anyways, so this is 1 3/4 inches. I made me a little homemade spacer that got me straight out to, got me right exactly at 1 3/4 inches, which that's what that is down here. So, and then the clamps to hold it together so when I weld it, it don't draw. That is to keep everything the way it should be. Then after it cools down, I can take it off and everything should be good. But get you guys set up. I'm gonna go ahead and get this thing welded out. A little tight getting back in there with a MIG gun, but got in there and got it. So got that welded back out. Let that cool, then I'll take that off. While that's cooling, I'm gonna go over and do a little demo here and cut them bolts off, get that old one off, and get ready for the new one. Well, I got washers, lock washers, and bolts, but as usual, we would be missing something. It's the nuts. So he's got this junk bin. He calls it junk bin. I call it good salvageable parts. That has got a miscellaneous selection of different nuts, bolts, washers, you name it. It's in here. It just takes a second to find them. I am going to go through there and I am going to find me four nuts to fit 1/2 inch so I can put that on. So you guys give me just a second. I'm going to try to find them. All right, that tray back there that I was going through, all I hear all the time is how we just need to scrap it. We need to scrap it. Well, once again, this saved me about an hour and a half, a trip to town to the hardware store to get 4 nuts. So I throw a lot of stuff in that tray over there. I hoard a lot of nuts and bolts, and they are actually pretty good nuts. All of them are newer nuts. I did find a couple older ones at first, but as I was digging, I found some good ones. So we got all our hardware now. I guess we can go ahead, get set up, and put this on, see what it looks like. Now, so I get here. There we go. So far, so good. Oh yeah. Like it was meant to be. Oh yeah. Keep the matching. Go. 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 All right. That's what we got enough. Wait, hold on up. Take it out. Uh-oh. Oh, it's coming. There we go. All right. Now, I got that all done. Looks really good. I'll have to come back and repaint that, and we can only imagine what color it's gonna be, right? I bet we can take bets on what it's gonna be. He's gone, and he can't tell me any different, so I'm gonna paint it the color I want. I guess you guys will have to wait and see what color it is. I bet nobody can guess. But I'm gonna get a impact, tighten them up, got that done, so that's ready to go to the tractor. Now, with that being said, this thing, without anything else, we could actually take out in the field and go ahead and put it to use. Only thing I got to do, that I have to do, is get a ground and a positive battery cable for this thing, and then the pump will work. The brakes, we can do it without the brakes, but while it's in the shop and we ain't got nothing but nasty weather for the next week, I think I'm gonna go ahead and blow the lines out, get the master cylinder put back on, and get some brake fluid in it so we have brakes. But yeah, first step, getting it to where we can mobilize it, is a check. Now we can start doing everything else. All right, we're gonna see what we got here with this master cylinder. Took the boot off the end because where I gotta slide it through, the boot will not fit. It's gotta go in that hole right there. So with the boot on, I can't get it all the way squeezed through. So what I'm gonna do is stick it through. I thought new hardware came with this, but it didn't. I had to go grab some bolts, and I believe they are 3/8 is what this takes. A 1/2 inch is too small for the holes in the mounting bracket for the cylinder or master cylinder there. So I got plugs in here, and then this is the piston that goes from here to your handle and inside, which what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take that, clean it up, and then it should be good to go. This is the old original one that was with it, but I'm gonna get that mounted up, get the boot back on, see what it looks like. I cannot remember if we just used a bolt and may have done a double nut locking system on that, because that's got a, I don't know what's out, but it's got to swivel a little bit, so it can't be tight. Or if we use something else, I'll just have to check it and see what we had. But yeah, I'm gonna get that mounted up, see what our brake line looks like. I'm gonna unhook the brake line from the caliper back there, and I'm gonna get everything blown out real good. Looks like we had mud dauber something getting in that line right there, and then we should be able to get everything hooked up and see what we got for brakes. And then that should all be good. So this should all be set up. Next, it'll be cleaning that brake line out, unhooking it, blowing it out real good, and then probably what I'll do is should have one of them suction brake pumpers or whatever over there on the shelf. I gotta find it, and I'll try to bleed the brakes out and see if we got brakes. All right, so one thing Michael was right about, one thing. I do kind of vaguely remember whenever we did this last time, we had this thing up, or down, I guess you could say. We had it raised to where we could get in easier. It ain't real bad, but it is a little tight. So the brake line is right there. I sprayed it down. I'm hoping, let me try the other size. I'm hoping maybe it's, oh, yep, there we go. All right, good deal. I know you guys couldn't see that, but it broke loose. That's a plus. Just tight in here. But basically what I'm wanting to do is take this line out, blow through it. I could have made a, disconnected this line, unhooked it. Back here, there's a rubber hose. I could have unhooked it back there and it would have made it a little bit easier, but I want to make sure that this thing is clean all the way out. I'm gonna get the air set up, may put some brake clean down through there and blow it out real good. And we should be ready to hook it up. All right, so most of the time, take a straw and stick a straw in there, or one of these straws. For some reason, this brake cleaner does not have a place for a little straw to go. So I'm gonna have to do this a little bit different. We'll feed that down in there. And then I gotta get a little farther down in there. But then I'm gonna hold that on there. We gotta hit the hole just right. There we go. Whoop, missed the hole. Okay. Got some brake clean down in there. Tell you what I'm gonna do. Oh, slow that. I ain't got good stuff. I'm gonna get me a pair of safety glasses. This brake cleaner in the eye does not feel good. Alright. Now, I'm gonna watch. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, good. Alright, that line is right there. I'm gonna blow it one more time. Y'all can watch. I feel it's pretty clean, so I can hook that line back up, hook this line up here, and should be good. All right. Yeah. Go with that. Go with that. Okay. I will make this connection up here. Should have that about right. All right, so all the brake lines are good, blown out, which it did have a little bit of gunk and I don't know, rust maybe in there, but I feel like I got it blown out pretty good, I blew it out 3 times. So now we just got to fill her up with brake fluid and see what happens. I don't know if you guys noticed this. I think I pointed this out before. They specialize these for DP. If you look real close. Dirt. Perfect. Huh. All right. Get these brakes bled real quick. See if I can watch the fluid and pump these bad boys up. Oh, yeah. Okay. So, I got bled, I got brakes. I'm gonna old-fashioned bleed it here. So I know it ain't gonna be the most proper way to do it, but I've got it kind of jammed up there. I just want to see what it does. Okay. And then ow, that hurt. Take the brake off, pump it up again. And I'll stick the brake back in there. It's getting better and better. I'm getting closer to getting it. There we go. There we go. Got my temporary brake locked up. Bleed it again. I don't see any air in it. I'm gonna go ahead and tighten that down. See how this brake works now. Release my brake. Feels pretty good. All right, good morning. At the end of the day, I had to get the battery cables. I had to pick up some 1x1 angle to make another basket. What else did I pick up? A battery. Oh, I forgot. I had to pick up a set of windshield wipers for my truck. I put that on Michael's tab too. I'll have to pay him back for that. But yeah, my truck, the windshield wipers, they were gone. Never got them in here. So this right here, this was, well, that hanging down is my windshield wiper, but they were shot. I knew they were bad for the last month or so, but with all the rain we're getting, and this is a second day straight, nothing but rain, needed windshield wipers. So I just went ahead and put that on Michael's tab. But I believe it's paint day, and I had somebody send me some paint to do a little painting, and Dwayne and his daughter had actually sent me a new kind of paint to use, and I think it's a good spot. I know I already had painted this once, high-vis, but yellow, but we're gonna go high-vis orange this time. So Michael's on his trip, shop's free reign, so I think I'm gonna do a little painting today. All right, let's see how this is gonna work here. Oh yeah, oh yeah. Kinda like it, believe it or not. Orange used to be one of my favorite colors. Oh no. Come on, keep going. Yeah, that's cool. All right, so I've got the first coat on, drying. I'll have to put another coat on it, but I got that done. Said we changed color up a little bit. This is for Dwayne and his daughter. They had they came all the way down and brought me a can of that fluorescent orange paint, so I had to put it to use. Finally got a spot to do it. Now I still got my bright yellow. I got several cans of that yet. And I think what I'm gonna do is the pin that we pin off to, I think I'm gonna paint it that fluorescent yellow. That way if we do lose it out in the field or something like that, makes it easier to find. So I'm gonna go ahead and get that painted while that's drying. This will be the same way. It'll probably need 2 coats on it. Two coats just kind of helps bring that color out. But we get 1 coat on it. You guys will have an idea of what it'll look like. I don't know, maybe it's just me, but I think them 2 colors go together great. I think they're gonna look really good plowing through the field. So got them painted, everything looks good there. Now I guess I got to get back to real work, which this is real work, but I gotta get back to work. I gotta get the battery hooked up so I can flop that down and work on that top. Give you guys kind of a rundown of what I've got. So going off the other tile plows, your ground cable, basically what it is I got a bolt and nut right there that gets welded to the actual frame. Then this will go from there to the battery to the negative post. I went ahead and bought some new terminal ends to where they'll go on this battery and also screw on right there. Now the other battery that we have that I don't know if we're going to use will take the wing nut only. It's just got a stud coming up out of the battery, so hopefully no matter which battery we use, we'll be able to bounce them back and forth. But Anyways, they did not have a red colored for your positive cable, so I had to get a black. What I'm gonna do is get some shrink wrap. Hopefully we got some red shrink wrap that'll fit on this, and I'm gonna shrink wrap this red. That way there's no confusion. They had some red ones, but they were too short and would not make it from here to here. So that's why I got that one. And it is a little extra long, but it was either 12 inches or 30 inches. And I went with the 30-inch long one, so it's plenty long to make it across. I'm gonna go over, see if I can find some shrink wrap so I can get that on, and then we should be ready to go. All I gotta do is weld that bolt on, and the ground will go there. Easy terminals to put on. So yeah, should be good to go. All right, so this is what I'm doing. I know we got some somewhere that I could do this whole cable, and that's what I was wanting to do, but we don't. We just got these little splice pieces. So I'm gonna put one there, one there, one there, one there. So hopefully whenever he goes to hook it up, he'll know which one's the positive and which one's the ground. So I'm gonna go ahead and get that shrink wrapped, or heat shrink. See how this thing works. I got it on high. See what it's coming out. All right. When you do it and you know it's good, you can kind of see like the glue in there start pushing up out, and I can see it all the way around top and bottom. So then you know you're good. So I think you guys kind of get the drift of what's going on. I'm gonna go ahead and get the other three done, and then we'll go to hooking this thing up. All right, got it done. Got 4 little red tabs on there, so hopefully if one gets dirty and covered up, maybe we got 2 or 3 left that aren't covered up. So I mean, it's pretty obvious which one's the positive, which one's the ground, because this is going to be right here. You're going to know that's the ground. Well, most people will. Now, you know, you get somebody young out there, they may not know, and they may throw a battery on, so at least maybe they know red is positive, black is ground. Break out my good old SOG again. I appreciate that, Chris. Oh, Chris from Alabama hooked me up with this knife. And yeah, I think it's the sharpest knife I've ever had. Well, I ain't gonna say that it's the sharpest, but it's the sharpest I've got. And this one, I have not sharpened it yet, and I've cut a lot of baler twine with it, and usually that dulls it. And I've had to cut a few pieces of field tile with it because somebody forgot the razor knife. So yeah, that knife's been coming in handy. I appreciate that, Chris. I owe you a drink or something. But anyways, let's be positive. Let's be ground. I'm gonna mount this right here by these other grounds. That way, no matter where the battery's at, and I wanted these a little long. This is a little longer than what I wanted, but it was the shortest one that they had. But what I wanted to do was that way, no matter which way the battery's thrown in, because a lot of times you get in a hurry, battery goes dead, you plop one out, you throw it in, and no matter which way you throw it in, which side the positive's on, you'll have a long enough cable to get over here, ground. I want to be able to get here, here, here. So it is a little long, but basically what it'll do is it'll go here to here, and it'll have that loop, which will give you plenty to hook that up. With that being right there, you can go anywhere in this battery box. So that's why it's long, a little longer than what I wanted. But I guess I'm to the point where I'm gonna clean that up get that bolt welded off so we got a good ground. And I sprayed some loosey fluid on this nut, so hopefully it'll come off without twisting off inside the solenoid there, and our coil, but that way I don't twist that stud off that's in there, and should be ready to hook it up. All right, go ahead and get this put on. Like that. Hold that straight out like that. All right, so there's the ground. Looks good. So now I'll take this, put this on like this. Get that on. This has got to go on. I think eventually what's going to happen is I'm going to change these ends around. Right now, I'm just wanting to get it to where it's mobile and ready to go, and everything works. We're talking about doing away with the remote and just doing like our other ones, kind of like a, I don't know, maybe I need to, I'm going to put that back here behind that. I just want to be safe. All right, got that. Now, we'll stick the battery on there. All right, so I got the battery cables hooked up. Now we're gonna test it and see how this thing works. Hopefully, it'll go up and down. Oh yeah, I like it. Up and down's working just fine. There we are. Got it rolling. Brake works. The brake is sticking a little bit. The bleeder pump broke on me yesterday. I don't know what happened to it, but I believe when Michael gets back from his trip, we will be able to bleed that. I can go underneath and he can pump the brake, hold it, I can bleed it, and then hopefully we get it worked out where we don't have to replace that caliper like we did on the very first one. But no, we're coming along. At least we got action now, and if we need to take this to the field tomorrow and then do another thing with it, it's ready to go. But while we got it, now I got the battery hooked up. I don't know if I want to work on this remote next and go ahead and rewire all that, or if I want to go ahead and flip it up, get that top pad off, and redo it, because we're going to change the design on that and try something a little bit different and see if it works. So you guys just have to stick with us here and we'll see which direction we go. All right, I think I flipped a coin. I think we're gonna go ahead and get this new switch wired in. So there's a few things I'll go over. We're doing away with this one. This one's shot, don't work anymore, which it's unhooked back there, but you can see it's had its better days. So I'm gonna get this off of there. This is the one we're gonna use, but we don't really need all this cable. So what Michael had mentioned is just taking this and putting it in the place of this one, like all our other ones. And then what I'm gonna do is I'll end up putting this on, mounting it to where it's got magnets on it and they work pretty good, but he's worried that it might shake off. So what we're gonna do is I'm gonna basically take some washer, spacer this out, tighten it down. Magnets will hold, and then it'll have a bolt in it also to hold it on there. But kind of like this one here is, got the bolt up here. And I'll have to get the old wire out. I'm gonna go ahead and get it out, which, like I said, it's unhooked. It's right here. Whoops. So everything's unhooked off of it. I'm just gonna cut it, get it out of the way, rerun the new one where I want it, cut it down, and hardwire it in. So get set up on that and get the old one out of the way and get the new one on. All right, now I got that done. Have one little wire I had to snip off, but anyways, got the controller mounted right there. Goes up fine. Down fine. So that's working all good. I got kind of zip tied back to the basket there so it wasn't flopping around. Went through where they got their trailer wires, trailer lights at, went through there, came down around it there, tucked around, went around back, so we got plenty of slack here if we need it for anything else. Tidied all this up. Got everything cleaned up there. Got the proper eyes on. My positive indicators. So I think I got all the electric done. So got that done. Next is going to be that top hat. It does look like I'm going to have a window here to go do some other stuff down at the lot. Sun is shining. It's wet. I know I can't build no dry dams, but we got another little side job wanting to try to get knocked out. So I may run down and try to take care of that while it's nice outside. Then we can come back to this. And man, that is sharp. That orange and that bright yellow, bright orange, bright yellow's got me. Take the top hat off of this, and we got another idea what we want to try. Instead of having 4 bars coming out off of it, you know, you got one there, one there, one there, and then one on the back side. We're wanting to try just do 2 bars, make it something, try to make something, make it a little bit lighter and easier to handle when you got to take it off. And then we're going to do like a cone top for it. So basically it'll catch on the point. Like if you look up top, it comes to the point, it'll slide down over that and then it'll stop. Reason want to do it is one, got used to it is the main reason. That's what our other ones are. So I want to go ahead and put it on that. Another, it don't come down like you can see on your core, how it's eating into your core there. So that's gonna be our next step to this thing, is getting it flipped up, working on that top hat. But now everything's nice and tidied up, so this thing is ready to go. If we need to put it out in the field tomorrow, which I know it ain't gonna happen, but if we needed to, it's ready to go. So, all right, well, I'm gonna go check and see what we got down at the lot.
If your travels take you through southern Indiana or just looking for a unique destination, everybody is always welcome here at the world-famous Derby Market and the home headquarters of the Dirt Perfect operation. No guarantees you'll catch Aaron or myself, but feel free to take all the pictures you like. Just for obvious reasons, please don't climb on or in any of the equipment. And most importantly, please tag us on all the social platforms, including the Derby Market. Before you head out, take a quick trip inside, look around, and locate the Dirt Perfect Visitors Map. Be sure you pin the location you traveled from and enter the Dirt Perfect Visitors drawing for a chance to win some Dirt Perfect merch. As always, guys, thank you for watching and supporting this channel. It means the world, and we shall catch you on the next one.
One last comment before I leave the shop. That high-vis orange and yellow, man, they look good together. Oh, yeah. Safety first.